This is how you should be trading the rest of 2026. What I'm going to break down to you guys today is everything that I do. And the great thing about my concepts is you can take a lot of my ideas and my concepts, at least majority of them, besides my entry model, and apply it to your own trading. Even if you're ICT, SMC, breakout trading, it works. Okay, so no matter what you trade, this video is going to help you in some way, shape, or form. But I'm going to break down a trade that I took. And I had 3 entry opportunities on this one singular trade where I scaled in multiple times. Why? Because my system allows me to do this. But let me stop blabbering and let's just kind of go into it and show you guys how you can do the same exact thing. Let's just go into it. So as you guys can see, we're on the charts, we're on gold, and you can already see a trade kind of marked up here, and we're just going to delete it and we're going to go back to the higher time frames. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, this trade gave me 3 entry opportunities, and we're going to start from the higher time frame. No, just because it's 5 minute does not mean it's a lower time frame. A 5 minute is still a higher time frame. I know a lot of you guys assume the higher time frames mean the daily, the 4 hour, the weekly, and yes, that is not wrong. But the 5 minute is still a higher time frame to the 1 minute and 30 second, just like the 30 minute and the 15 minute is a higher time frame to the 5 minute. Keep that in mind. That is super important when it comes to my strategy and understanding multi-time frame analysis. So we're starting on the 5 minute. The first thing that I'm identifying, especially because I'm trading a shorter period of time, is I'm just looking at the 5 minute range. What range are we within? We're within this 5 minute bearish range. Clear as day, okay? But the understanding of how price moves and how we move in waves, and you guys can see this on any chart, you'll see price move in waves, okay? Where we have continuations, pullbacks, continuations, pullbacks. So the same ideology here of price being bearish and us understanding that we can have a pullback, I want to look at the lower time frames to identify some type of bullish internal structure to give me the idea that price is ready to buy up here into the equilibrium of this bearish leg. So we drop down to the lower time frames, and as you guys can see, we're clearly bullish, okay? And the reason I can say we're bullish is, as you can see, when we were bearish, we had these lower highs, lower lows, and then we eventually flipped structure. Price came back down, took some more liquidity, came back up and validated that price was now internally bullish. So with this new internal bullish leg, I could use my fib to mark it from the low to the high because this is a new internal bullish leg, and I would look to find entry at the 50%. As you can see, we hit the 50% all the way over here, okay? Go back in time a little bit. Hit 50% here. Obviously, my stops are always at the lows because, again, we're playing within this entire range. My TP is at the 50%, the equilibrium of this bearish leg, because again, that's our target. But to go down a little bit deeper, let's let price play out. As you can see, the first thing I want to point out is as we came into this trade, our swing structure of the 1 minute, this leg was bullish, and that's why we took it. But price internally of this leg is still bearish. So until price flips, we can assume that price may end up just continuing to sell off. We could lose this trade, but as we can see, price ends up still coming down, and we eventually come up here and break some structure. So again, remember, we're in this original position still, and now we can look to the lower time frames because, again, remember, structure was bullish, we had a pullback, and what did price just do on the lower time frames? The internal structure. It just flipped back bullish, breaking some internal highs. So we can go down to the 1 minute, which we're still on the 1 minute. We can identify, break a structure. We mark up the fib, and we can actually even break down here the tool to identify, okay, do we have higher time frame alignment? Yes, the 1 minute's bullish, and we're talking the 5 minute equilibrium. Do we have liquidity sweep? Yes, we swept these lows right here. Do we have break of structure? Yes. Do we have imbalance? Yes, we do. And we're just waiting for the 50 to 71% retracement. So we have everything we have on this trade too. So again, this is the second beautiful entry that we are given here. So as you can see, I'm just marking everything up. I did re-enter here on another position. Price tapped me in. And here's where it gets even better. This is why I love my system, guys, is because there was another opportunity here. The 1 minute was bullish within the swing structure. We just flipped internally bullish in the 1 minute structure. And if we go down to the 30 second, what do we see? Price came down, came back up and broke internal highs, shifting structure on the 30 second and telling us that we can even enter again right here. So at this point, I'm in 3 positions, okay? Or not yet, we haven't been tapped in yet, okay? Boom, we get tapped in. I'm in 3 position and I'm going for 1 to 2s on these 2. And the higher time frame one, I am targeting, keep in mind again, the equilibrium. The reason I'm not targeting more here is because I'm not going to be greedy. All I need is a 1 to 2. But as you can see, price plays out into my full TP, which hit these other two TPs and hit this TP. Sorry, I can't talk. Beautiful. Okay, and you can even watch what price does after that, because remember, the narrative was price was bearish. We were just looking for the pullback, and as you can see, price ended up flying, where we could have actually taken these higher and caught a crazy big TP. But nonetheless, the whole idea behind this trade was price needed to have a pullback into here. We identified lower time frame structure to take price up. And I know I started with, you could use any entry model and use this accordingly. Yes, you can, 100%. If you can identify these lower time frame legs, like the 1 minute here, okay, you can look for some type of fair value gap tap, order block tap if you're a supply and demand trader, breakouts, anything like that. Again, if you would have taken a breakout of this high, price would have ran. You would have made some money here, okay? Or if you would have taken the reaction off of this fair value gap here, price would have ran. So any type of entry model here would have worked in the idea that price was bullish in the internal structure, and that gave us enough confidence to target the higher time frame structure, even though we were bearish. A lot of people don't like buying in bearish markets, but here's the thing they don't remember is price will pull back. And then yeah, sometimes it will continue bearish, but if we can just catch the pullback, that's all we need. So hopefully my breakdown of this and how I caught all these positions here helped you guys in understanding, one, what I do and how I do it, but how I look at the higher time frames and how I can break it down to the 30-second and even catch these 30-second time frames just by identifying internal breaks of structure and higher time frame targets. Obviously, it's a little bit more break of structure, liquidity sweeps, and stuff like that. But nonetheless, let's go back to the main camera. Boom. Like always, giveaway time. You guys did amazing on the last video. Almost 100 comments. If we get to 100 comments on this video, 100 comments on this video, guys, I will go ahead and give away 2 funded accounts. But the winner from last video, boom, right there, you're the winner. Congrats. Of course, just like that video, there's a giveaway here. If you guys go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, I pick one of the comments every single video to win a free funded account. And if you guys get to 100 comments, like I said, I give away 2 free funded accounts. That being said, guys, I'm live every single Asia session trading exactly what I just broke down to you at 6:45 p.m. PST. The link to my free community where I post a link every single day is down below. Also, with that being said, you guys can go ahead and check out edgematrixhq.com. If you guys do not know, my indicator that I use every single day is in here. The link will also be down below. And I just released a creators campaign with Luca No Limit, and a bunch of other creators are coming. Also, it has a tool section where it tells you all the sessions that are open right now and closed and what times they open and close. Also with a bunch of news that's going to be released during the weeks to come. That being said, if you guys want to check that out, links below. But this is a super cool way to kind of get an edge on the market, hence the name. With that being said, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for all the support. I'll see you guys next video.